Hello everybody and welcome to the Darlington Raceway for the Southern 500 in our 2002 NR2003 season and the 25th race of the regular season, where after this there will be one more shot to make the playoffs. That'll be the regular season finale at Richmond Raceway next episode as we get ready to get underway here at Darlington, the Southern 500. Bill Elliott, Sterling Marlin lead us to green as we are underway on the Southern 500. We are green from Darlington. Sterling Marlin, Bill Elliott on the front row battling for the race lead into turn one. As we managed to get a night version of Darlington here of the Southern 500, Bill Elliott takes the lead. Ryan Newman will battle Sterling Marlin for second as the field thunders by 3 and 4. Oh, we got a crash. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is spinning down the backstretch with the 99 of Jeff Burton. We have a crash already. The two 2023 NBC booth crewmates have crashed out on, well, not crashed out, but have spun out on lap 1 of the Southern 500 as Tony Stewart is in the wall. Bounced Jeff Burton right down into Dale Jr. Jr. had nowhere to go, spun right around. Jr. and Burton, both bubble drivers trying to find their way into the playoffs, both spinning out is not going to help their chase to make the playoffs. And back here, everyone's scattering everywhere, almost slamming into each other, cars going in the wall, trying to get back to the line after that crash that scattered the field. But meanwhile, at the front of the field, Bill Elliott is leading the way here at the Southern 500 in Darlington now on lap 21. Out of the race now is Buckshot Jones in the 44. And the 9 of Bill Elliott. Oh, we got trouble in the back. We got cars spinning everywhere. We got a huge crash back here. We saw in the mirrors like, oh, Mark Terry Labonte's in the wall, Bobby Labonte, but it's really back here. Mike Skinner's around. Elliott Sadler, playoff bubble driver involved. Dale Jarrett in it as well. What happens here in this restart is what Elliott Sadler turns Dale Jarrett up into the outside wall. They go crashing. Terry Labonte does indeed get a piece of it. Two of your bubble drivers involved, but Terry looks okay. Jeff Gordon skates by, but Elliott Sadler, heavy damage sustained as he gets slammed by Brett Bodine. Airtime by the 21, the 11, a huge hit. Dale Jarrett, Jerry Nadeau, huge damage as well, and that could possibly put Elliott Sadler below the cut lines. He turns Jarrett into the wall, and watch this hit as Brett Bodine slams into the back of Elliott Sadler's car here. Bang! A huge hit will knock Brett Bodine, Dale Jarrett, Jerry Nadeau, and Elliott Sadler out of the race. Elliott Sadler's playoff hopes have been significantly reduced because of this crash here at Darlington. Will put him in a situation where he's going to have to come from below the cut line. Meanwhile, Robbie Gordon is leading here in Darlington, and now Bobby Hamilton will bring us back to the green on lap 26. He leads over Robbie Gordon, Sterling Marlin, Ricky Rudd, and Johnny Benson in the top 5. We got some lappers here on the bottom. The 29 of Kevin Harvick, heavily damaged, way off the pace. The 29 who's made such a charge to get back into the playoff contention the last couple of races. This time, this may not be his day because he is pretty badly off the pace with some pretty severe damage, it looks like. As on 33 of Kenny Wallace, who swept the stage his last episode of Bristol. Oh, we got a crash in the background. And oh, big hit. Ward Burton, Casey Atwood, Kurt Busch again. And the 43 of John Andretti have been involved in a seeming pileup. It looks like Terry Labonte got a piece of it as well. As Casey Atwood T-bones Kurt Busch, Ward Burton slams Andretti and then slams Kurt Busch. That's going to knock Ward Burton, Casey Atwood, John Andretti, and Kurt Busch out. He says Jeff Gordon's right there too. Terry Labonte, bubble driver, gets turned right in front of the pack into Kurt Busch. They go crashing in the outside wall. John Andretti, and then boom, nowhere Casey Atwood and Ward Burton to go. They pile into this huge, big hits, and up ahead, Jeff Gordon, another bubble driver, huge damage and major playoff implications. The 24, our third out of the 3 bubble drivers to get wiped out. He hits the screen. Jimmy Johnson gets hit hard by Craven. Bobby Labonte head on and then gets hit by Stacy Compton again. And Jeff Gordon will be out of this race and we'll be in a bad position in regards to the playoffs. He'll be out. Elliott Sadler trying to steal us. Now we got a wave of guys out after that big wreck. Sterling Marlin's leading on lap 31. You got Stacey Compton wall riding back there. But Sterling Marlin's leading. You see out of the race, of course, Jeff Gordon. Big time playoff implications. Terry Labonte, he's still racing. And somehow, Elliott Sadler in the 21 is still in this race, fighting for his playoff life. He's going to stay out there as many laps as he can because he knows if he falls out of this race, his playoff hopes will be in jeopardy with severe. Oh, and Jeff Green gets turned to the wall by Terry Labonte out of turn 3 and 4. Terry Labonte again. He turns Jeff Green coming down the track, and oh, Kyle Petty slams him. Big collision. Johnny Benson as well. Ricky Rudd slides into it. Bobby Hamilton, Jeremy Mayfield involved. A huge crash. Kyle Petty trying to avoid, slams Jeff Green up the track. Look at the massive air time by Bobby Hamilton and Johnny Benson, who just got a spinal cord adjustment here in turn 3. As Petty got clipped by John Andretti's own teammate, and that Petty Enterprises causes this huge, hellacious, cataclysmic crash, where a lot of guys who were probably going to be must-win situations anyway will be forced to must-win situations to get into the playoffs here next episode at Richmond. As another huge crash, Sterling Marlin leads. Now it's Jeremy Mayfield leading, down to 20 cars left in this race on the 51, as Terry Labonte is out, as well as Matt Kenseth, which means that Terry Labonte is now our second bubble driver to fall out of this race. I believe the 21 of Elliott Sadler is still racing. No, Elliott Sadler is still racing. So, just like that, Elliott Sadler is the last man standing here out of the bubble drivers. This is Terry Labonte and Jeff Gordon at both DNFs. And that's going to reduce the gap to the cut line here. It's going to make it a tight battle to heading into the regular season finale next week at Richmond. But right now, it is race leader Jeremy Mayfield for Evernham Motorsports leading the Southern 500 over Mark Martin, Sterling Marlin, and Dale Earnhardt Jr., the top 4. As Junior Sterling Marlin get into it, fighting hard here for 3rd place. But it is Jeremy Mayfield leading the Southern 500, trying to find his way into the playoffs for the first time in that Winston Cup Series. And now, on the last lap of Stage 1, Sterling Marlin leading, looking to bring home the stage win and a playoff point to add to his total to put himself in a great spot to enter the playoffs with a good amount of playoff points so he can try to make his way through the final rounds of the playoffs to, of course, give himself a shot to win the championship. The caution's already out on the racetrack. There's already been an accident here that has happened that has brought out the caution flag. But as they round turn 4 here for the final time, Sterling Marlin wins Stage 1 at Darlington. Your runner-up in the stage is going to be the 8 machine of Dale Earnhardt Jr. as he makes his way around, as we look throughout everyone here to try to find out why the caution had come out on the racetrack here, as we're just looking through all the cars here. Can't really find anything, but Sterling Marlin, your Stage 1 winner. And now on the last lap of Stage 2, Dale Jr. has now gotten the lead away from Sterling Marlin. And they're in heavy lap traffic right now, trying to make it to the end of the stage here. They're racing back to the line here to win the stage. Jr. trying to hang on to steal a playoff point here and get 10 more stage points to help his cause. He might be a factor heading to Richmond for the points battle. With the way he's running today, Dale Jr. wins Stage 2 at Richmond, followed by Sterling Marlin. Here comes Kenny Wallace to come home P3. He has made up a ton of points in the past 2 races. Man is cooking right now. And then you got Jeff Burton up there. Kenny Schrader, the top 5. They get stage points. But Junior, and oh my God, we have moved on here. Lap 273. There has been a massive crash that's taken out over half the field. Steve Park, Mark Martin, Mayfield, Sadler, Rusty Wallace, Compton, Harvick, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Jeff Burton, Kenny Schrader, and more are all out of the race from a massive accident that we missed. There's only 2 cars on the lead lap. Sterling Marlin and Kenny Wallace. Sterling looking for win number 2 of the season. Kenny Wallace looking to find a way into the playoffs for an underfunded team. But Sterling Marlin leads the way now onto the white flag. Final lap is on Kettle Bank here at Darlington, the Southern 500, for the only 7 cars left in this race and only 1 on the lead lap. Is going to be Sterling Marlin, who is going to win this Southern 500 and get his 2nd win of 2002 season and get some good momentum heading to the playoffs as Sterling Marlin wins at Darlington. Your runner-up going to be the 33 of Kenny Wallace. Then it's going to be the 20 of Tony Stewart, bringing home a solid 3rd place finish. Sorry, he's 4th. Mike Wallace 2nd. Kenny Wallace 3rd. Tony Stewart 4th. Ryan Newman, John Andretti, and then Rick Mast, your 7 drivers who finished the race. Junior, Jeff Burton, Schrader, your top 10, as Sterling Marlin wins a chaotic Southern 500 in Darlington, where not even a quarter of the field finishes the race. And we'll see the updated playoff grid shortly. And now we get to the playoff grid. Sterling Marlin will slot in 5th as our 8th multi-time winner this season. He slots up there. He's moving up on the playoff grid now. The playoff bubble, Terry Labonte now only 14 points above the cut line in 15th. And Jeff Gordon, your reigning NR2003-2001 champion, only 10 points above Elliott Sadler at the cut line. And look who has found his way into the points battle. Dale Earnhardt Jr., only 17 points out with 1 race to go. Then Mark Martin and the Burton brothers pretty much in must-win territory. So until the next episode for the regular season finale at Richmond, I hope you all have a good one.